I'm Steve Carver, and I'm here to welcome you tonight on September the 2nd, 2025, for our presentation number 1198, headed close to 1,200 presentations with you fine folks. I'm not a lawyer or a tax attorney or nothing like that. I'm just a fellow that's been in business for 66 years and counting. Matter of fact, today I've had a real busy day, talked to customers all over the country, and also several entrepreneurs helping to get the businesses started. Main thing I do is give free advice, and it's offered in goodwill. And the best advice I can always give you is before you make an important decision that you are 100% certain of, you got a place you can go to chat and talk business with your small business center near you. It's an excellent place wherever you are in North Carolina. There's a center near you and people that are just waiting to help you. And the good news is there's no cost whatsoever in any way, not for getting work with them at the centers or from me either. So we're sponsored tonight by the center at James Front Community College in Kenansville. Joey Wynn is the Small Business Center Director there at West Park Center, which is at the Warsaw campus. Joey is an experienced business person in her own and has helped so many entrepreneurs in so many different ways. I feel really good about recommending that you give Joy a call and talk to her, maybe set up an appointment, but at least get acquainted, talk to her about what you think of these webinars or seminars, and that'll help her keep doing the fantastic job she does. Her assistant there is Lynn Murphy, and Lynn's most strong suit is she looks after pretty much all the aspects of the Small Business Center too, but her strong suit and main responsibility is the operation of a commercial kitchen that they offer to the public. So if you're interested in food truck issues or commercial kitchen issues, you've got someone waiting for you just at the end of the line to be glad to talk to you. So you can always call Lynn and get some good free advice. She's a pro at it. I'm Steve Carver again. I've been at it for 66 years, primarily in the equipment business. I started when I was 12 years old when my dad opened up a small tractor dealership in Dunn, North Carolina, here where we are. I worked with him all my life, except for when I was in the Coast Guard for 4 years and during high school when I was playing football. But he operated the business for 22 years, and I've kept it running 27 more years and then temporarily sold it. That didn't work out, so I kept it going another 17 years to 2025. So that adds up to 66 years. I was fortunate a few months ago to sell the internet part of my business, carverequipment.com, to Kyle and Jesse Smith at Clinton, North Carolina. And now we're working through the transition, and it's going really well. So lots of experience to help people in lots of different ways. I started in business when people were trading in mules on tractors. That's how far we go back. So several generations, almost 3 full generations down business. So we've seen a lot of changes from people using the mules. And our first tractors looked like this, the Alice Chalmers B models. And then we sold forklifts and irrigation equipment, big center pivot irrigation equipments. Our farmers kept growing, our customers kept growing, and they started packing their own produce and needing forklifts for fertilizer and shipping. So we got into the material handling business and did that for lots and lots of years. And that led us on into construction liftings and sold the big sky tracks. Now, the forklifts and the sky tracks led us into leasing and rentals, which is another aspect of our business. But our main, last 30 years, our main products were the Kubota tractor line when we had the bricks and mortar dealerships. That expanded our business nationwide as we were the first dealer east of the Mississippi River that really started selling tractors on the internet ahead of the rest of the competition, which put us in a real good position. So in 2019, we celebrated 60 years, which was a big event. Now the company is all online. We have a very extensive website doing quite well, showing lots of different products. Each one of these products is an individual profit center for the business, and I'm going to be encouraging you all to look for different ways that you can add individual profit centers that will help you grow and expand the business without raising your overhead costs or expenses up, but actually exploding your sale possibilities to do that. Also, we're going to be focusing on during this course how to help you do direct shipments and to consider different ways of collecting money that makes it easy for customers to do business with you. We'd introduce you here to Kyle Smith, who's the new owner of CarverEquipment.com. And now I'm just the oldest rat in the barn, helping him any way I can. A great Christian family in Clinton, Kyle and Jesse Smith and their baby, and a new baby on the way. So God bless them, and everybody pull for them to be successful in business, just like we're going to be pulling for you, no doubt. How did we make it for 66 years? It was many profit centers. We had 17 different primary profit centers and 10 more on the side. And for all those profit centers, we were able to sell parts for each one of the different ones. So the key is for your sustainability, and I'm saying this right now in the first night of our course, there's two things that people need. I mean, two types of business going on. People are buying things they need, and people are buying things they want. So every one of us always need to remember we need to keep a good balance in what we're offering of things that people want and things that people need. Some of you last week asked me to share with you, and I'm glad to do it. This is my brand new great grandbaby. This is Sanderson. He's 3 months old today, and I was able to see him 2 weekends ago, and it was a good day. He was a happy baby, smiling, great big smiles, real clear eyes, and just maybe the happiest day I've had in a lot of years to be able to hold and cherish the innocence and the beauty and God's gift to all of us that we can see in new babies. So I pray for Sanderson to have a great Christian life, and I know his parents are going to lead him in that direction. So if you have new babies in your family, we'll be doing the same for you. So this is Sanderson. Maybe one day he'll be selling equipment or giving webinars online. So I want to go steady with you for the next 8 weeks, my friends. Boys or girls, I don't care which it is. We're going to be learning about starting businesses, and I'll be learning from you, and we'll be learning from each other. So this is where I want to say, use that chat board. If you want to, just share information, start making friends. Just put it right there in chat, who you are, what your business is about. If someone asks, y'all can ask questions back and forth to each other independently. And I welcome that, and information shared is information gained. We learn more from each other than we will any other way in this class. And so for the next few weeks, it's really good to get to know each other and work in that direction. We do have some brand new folks with us tonight, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you can find us at 6 o'clock on Tuesday nights from here on out. If you also need to know that I'll be giving back-to-back classes on Thursday nights. So the class that I'm offering tonight, I gave last week on Thursday night, and we'll just go through the whole fall back-to-back. So if you miss a class or you want to make one up, you're always welcome to join in. Or sometimes lots of people just like to come as often as you can. Makes no difference. You're always welcome. And I would say to you also to invite other people to come. I'll be emailing you reminders about when class is, and if you like, just forward that on to someone you think might enjoy the classes, and we'll get this thing on all the way through the fall. Tuesday and Thursday nights, I look forward to working with you. Facebook is a great communicator, and it's a way that I can watch y'all start getting active in business. So on Facebook, you can find me as Steve Carver or Anthony Stephen, either way. Just look for the clouds with the sunny sky, and let's become friends and start sharing information about business. And I'm always posting stuff and sharing information with you, so I'd love to do that. Our goal here, Joey Wynn, the director and the Small Business Center, our goal is your success. We're here for no other reason except to help you, so we look forward to doing this. 8 straight Tuesdays. Tonight we're talking about starting a business. Next week we'll get into business planning to make that happen. And as a matter of fact, if you want to get a catch up, go early, you can join me on this Thursday night. I'll be giving the business planning and budgeting presentation on Thursday night, 6 o'clock right here. You're welcome to join there as well. The requirements, I give certificates for people that complete and are active in my courses. This is called the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates, and I'm happy to share with you and send you really nice certificates, frameable, that you'd like to. You can earn a certificate of achievement and completion just by attending 6 of our 8 classes. No other requirements. You don't have to do the homework. You don't have to do anything except just sit back and listen and sip your tea and soak in what you'd like to. But if you do want to really get involved and move forward, then you're welcome to do that too, because I'm going to do my best to motivate you. And if you are active, do the homework, do some mission statements, different things, you can win a certificate of graduation and become a member of the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates, which I'll send you more information about earlier. This information is in detail in your handouts, and if you didn't get handouts, I'll email them to you tomorrow. For those that go the extra mile and just really show a lot of interest and participation, then we'd love to give you an extra mile award for your extra efforts. So we try to give you all the certificates you need to wallpaper your office, no doubt. 11 study guides are available to you that have come to you through email. You may have already got them if you signed up through the Small Business Center. The one you'll want to print out, if you like to print out a study guide before a webinar, it's the one that starts with a number. Like this presentation is 1198. So if you don't print a study guide out to use to make notes with, that's the one you'll want to do. But you got a lot of others here that are very important for you. We'll talk about them as we go through the seminar, but all these are very important, including there is a course summary and other information that you'll want to do it. So if you haven't done it already, please go to the chat board, type in your name and your email address and your hometown and any other information that you'd like to share. Do that on chat, and that way I'll have it to keep you going. Okay. So the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates is simply people that have graduated from our courses during the last 19 years. We probably now have in excess of 1,000 members and folks that are becoming friends and associates and sharing information, recognizing each other's businesses, and trying to promote it any way we can. You'll get a lot of information through email about the Academy. I'm not going to read everything tonight, but just letting you know it is real, it is people, and it is concentrated. Our pledge is to concentrate and strengthen our association by the through mutual helpfulness. And that's about as good as it gets. We're here to help each other, and there's no doubt about it. So I want to congratulate, as we do, for our folks from our summer programs. We had lots of different people graduating in June and July and through August. With what we had a session on how to keep your business and how to keep your business for the long haul. That is, staying in business a long time. We did a special series on that, and we'll redo it again in the fall. I had lots of folks getting certificates, and we're certainly proud of them. A special shout out for Linda from Hertford, who completed all the homework assignments and even more. So we got her an extra mile award, and she also became a member of the Academy and was the first in class for that series. So congratulations again, Linda. And then we had another advanced story in class on how to have your business, stay in business a long time and have a smooth transition, sale or an exit, and start planning for it now. We had certificates of awards of folks who graduated from that, and Sonia Roberts in Charlotte was the first in class and doing an outstanding job with all her work there too. I see Sonia's with us now. Let's give Sonia a hand for your congratulations. We're certainly proud of you. You can give folks a hand with your there you go. There's Charlene came through with giving a handout on the reactions is what is the buttons that you can do. So Sonia, let me just say hello to you. You want to say anything as we proceed?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the best Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates with Steve Carver. He's one of the best. You're going to learn a lot. You'll never forget him. You'll actually fall in love with the way he wants you to be successful. It's one of the people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, you're the best. That's why you get that award, honey. I'm gonna keep giving it to you. You keep up the good work. Sonia's got her own roofing business over in Charlotte and other tasks as well. So you can tell she's a go-getter and will certainly do really well. So I'll be keeping up with attendance so we can see how many nights that you attend, see if you're qualifying for your certificate. So we'll give a report each week on how we're coming along. Each week we're going to do a quote to remember from famous people. I sent the whole list to you by email, or I will tomorrow. So let's talk about some quotes that we want to remember to help us become more savvy and listen to what successful people have done and said through the years. And Walt Disney is one of the most respected business people in America. He boiled it down to the most important thing he wanted to say to you is, the way to get started is to quit talking about it and let's get to doing. Let's get to doing it. And I certainly agree with that. Let's all of us just start do more than talking. And here I am talking my mouth off. I'm going to ask y'all to let's do some doing now, no doubt about it. And we'll make some things happen here. Tiny tips of wisdom this week. We're just starting it up. Yeah, I'm the oldest rat in the barn here, I bet you, and I'm glad to share a little bit of wisdom with you. Do not think I have any idea that I'm a know-it-all, because I am not. I'm just a fellow that's learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, and I'm glad to tell you, plan for the unexpected. We're going to do some great planning all through this series. We're going to have a great business planner, budget, all kinds of good ideas, but we cannot keep the unexpected from coming, so just know it. Accept that, be a smart entrepreneur, and know that unexpected things are going to happen. Now, the rest of the story is unexpected good things happen lots of times, and sometimes unexpected not so good things happen. But having your radar on and recognizing what's going on in your area helps you become less likely to have bad things come at you and more likely to recognize the opportunities coming for you. Number two, let's build a team. Let's put together friends right here in class, at the small business center, in your neighborhood, in your area. Find people you can talk business to that you trust. It's hard to look into a mirror and get good good feelings and feedback, but having people you can talk with and share with and hear what they're having to say is so very important. And it's a good, by golly, reason that we enjoy these classes so much. Number three, things will go wrong from time to time. It's going to happen. We're not going to like it, but we can have risk management tools in place. And if we know that things are likely to happen, we can be better prepared for it. So just know that's the part of being an entrepreneur and staying in business. My job is to motivate. I accept that responsibility. And please, don't think I'm trying to step on your toes or move you anywhere that you don't want to go. But I know that we all have to be motivated. I have to motivate myself too, because if you want to get to the next step in getting your business up and running, or another growth factor, something's going to have to happen different tomorrow than happened today. And by golly, I'm going to give you the encouragement to make that happen and pull for you to do it. So let's think about that. So my question to you, let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat right now. Do you accept the challenge? Give me a yes or a no. Either way, do you accept the challenge? So let's work together, see this through, and help try to move your business to the next place, to the next good place. Yes, yes, yes. And I am asking you guys to help me do the same in my business, because every day we have new challenges and new things to do, and just glad to work towards it. We all are going to have to find the endurance. That's a good word. Endurance is a good word, because part of what we're having trouble doing, Betty and Jamie, is finding the endurance just to stay in the game because of all the competition that we've got. Staying in the game is so important. The endurance will do it. Now, in your handouts, in your study guides, one of them is called the 40 drill skills. And that's a list of tips and strategies and techniques that I've learned through the years, 40 little gambits that If you can master and you can accept these as truth and soak them in, your business skills belt will start to expand tremendously. These are all good things to think about. All of them will help you have more money and less stress. And so we're going to go through this throughout the course. We'll do eight of them each night, talk about them. And this is helping you remember or remind you, those that have been with me from previous courses, we need to remind ourselves of this, because I can tell you, I teach them several times a week, and every day in business, I'm seeing every one of these come into play. And it helps you make better decisions and gives you more self-confidence in doing your business. So find that handout, look at it, watch those videos. And one of the ways to earn more points towards getting your Academy membership and certificate awards is for you to print that out, paraphrase it, and send it back to me, and how you will use each skill in your business. Examples of what you would do with these skills that we're talking about. It's a real good exercise in moving forward. So number one, we're going to do 40, but tonight we're going to go through 8 of them. And number one in the drill skills is, why do we want a business plan? Why do you need a business plan, Michelle and Consuela? Why do you feel like a business plan will be important? Well, maybe you don't know. And I can tell you it's real hard to know when you're first getting started in business, and it's hard to write a business plan. But next week, we're going to get into it, and I'm going to show you how at the end of that course that you will have completed your first opening draft of your business plan. But it's all about knowing what's left. So when I say business plan for the rest of this course, the words what's left is the next thing that we need to think about, because a business plan is going to help you determine, by estimating now, what your expenses are going to be and what your sales totals are going to be, your revenues. And basically, we're going to subtract the expenses from the revenues and try to determine what's left. What's left. So business plan, yes, we need one. Next week, we're going to jump into it big time, because the rest of our course will be building around that business plan. Do you want a marketing plan? Absolutely. Customers aren't just going to automatically come driving up to your door trying to hand you money. We got to entice them. We got to get them to want them to come in. We have to learn how to do that. And there's some steps that we have to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4 baby steps to begin with, but they're so important. Every one of us, Sherry and Jamie and Betty, every one of us need to know how we are approaching our customers. And a marketing plan, we call our plan the Golden Goose marketing plan, will tell us what's next. What's next? What are our customers looking for next? Who do I need to telephone next? Who do I need to send promotions to next? What's next is what a marketing plan it should be doing for you. We'll be talking about through the whole series marketable profit centers. Marketable profit centers. A profit center is one of the things you're doing in your business that makes money. And a marketable profit center is something that you can define and market it separately from other things, because diversity is going to be a key to your success. Let me say that again. Diversity of your marketable profit centers will be a major key for your success. We want a bunch of them. We definitely want more than one, but there's 3 different types of profit centers. You'll need to remember this, okay? 3 different types. So how many different types are there? If you'll go to chat, I'd appreciate you typing in 3, just the number 3 to help you remember. There's profit centers that help you bring in new customers and promote daily traffic. Very important. You've got new businesses. We want to bring in new customers and have money coming in every day. Number 2, since we're not going to be able to make a lot of money on that type number 1, because we had to cut the prices down a little bit, we need types of profit centers that promote repeat business and merchandising and continuous business and items that are sold, impulse items, things that people want. We need those as profit centers, number 2, to make more money. And number 3, I can tell you right now that if you don't plan to have some big ticket sales, some high dollar deposits, it won't happen. So right here from day one, I'm telling us we're going to have a business plan that includes us able to have some big deposits to make some real money. Because if you don't have some big deposits, sometimes you can't set aside any profits for that risk management concerns that we're going to have. So if you're selling low-cost items, it's really hard to envision how to have big ticket items until you pay attention to what we're going to talk about. Because I don't show you how to do it and promise you that. 3, you need at least 5 profit centers in your business. If you're starting out thinking you're going to do just one thing and serve just one customer, one type of business, I got to raise a red flag and fly it in that's really not a safe way to get into business. You want at least 5 different profit centers so that you can have money coming in and all through the year from different customers and selling different types of profit centers coming through for you. So we need to generate money all year round, and we need cash flow all the time. So we need to be able to serve as many different types of customers as we can to enjoy the benefits of upsells. So we need at least 5 profit centers to include at least one each of the 3 different types that we just talked about. If you don't mind, type in the letters RFC. RFC. We will use this all through our course because they are our most important asset. They are like money in the bank for you. The RFC is your raving fan customer. Raving fan, like people cheering a football team in the stadium. Yeah, 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 raving fans. These are people that love to do business with you. These are people that want you to stay in business. They want to help promote your business, and they're going to do it absolutely free, and they're so valuable for you. When times get tough, it's your RFCs that'll pull you through. When times are good, it's your RFCs that help you thrive. Now, a raving fan customer don't happen by itself. You can have regular customers, good customers, loyal customers, and on and on and on, but they won't be raving fan customers unless you create them to be. And there's certain things we need to do to create that raving fan customer. And we'll teach you exactly how to do that during class 3 and 4. And it'll be the best money that you ever spend learning how to do this for yourself. NDCP, like rock, paper, scissors. NDCP stands for no demand, change that plan. I'm telling you right now, we don't come up with a good business plan for you, or you don't come up with it for yourself. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to need changing from time to time because none of us have that kind of vision to get it right the first time, every time. But instead of throwing your business plan away because something isn't working, no, we're going to change that plan and know that we're probably going to have to keep changing it as long as we're in business. Subtle changes will keep you in business. You ever driven down the interstate? It's a straight road, but you just let go of the steering wheel. Well, there's a good chance your car just might drift over and go in the ditch or hit somebody. We can't drift. We always need to be making adjustments. It's just like we're driving, and it's the same way with our business plan. No demand, let's change that plan. A, B, C, D. Are you listening? Always be connecting the dots. Always be connecting the dots. Always be making decisions that fit your plan, fit your goals. If you're making the decisions in the right way, then we're going to be connecting dots in a circle, not in a straight line, not in a heart shape, but in a circle. Because here's the key. The circle represents moving on and rolling. And our business is going to get started, and we want it to roll on for 60, 70 years. We want it to keep on. We want to roll it on until we sell it to someone, and it keeps on rolling on after that. And the way you keep your business rolling is to make the decisions that don't derail it. You make decisions that don't become potholes in the road or ditches or sinkholes. Making these decisions is so important. I want to include that in here tonight. because you can make decisions that work well, or you can make decisions that just feel good at the time. And I have to discourage you from being a new entrepreneur not to make those decisions that just feel good at the time. It's really, really important to do that. An example might be that you need to buy a new truck for your business. And you go out and you see one of these brand new trucks on the yard, one of these pretty Dodge Rams or big old Ford heavy duty trucks, or $75,000, $100,000, and they look so good and they're so shiny and got all these bells and whistles, and you know it's got warranty and it'll last a long time, and you can finance it. They got finance plans. You can finance it for 12 years if you want to. $100,000 maybe, 75 if you get a good deal. But by golly, right down the lot, there's another truck, a used truck for $5,000 that you got enough money to pay for that will get the job done for you right now. Make the decision that makes sense. You don't need that debt. You don't need it hanging over you. Buy the used truck. Yeah, shop it out well. Make sure it's a good value. But don't make decisions that's going to get you in trouble right away. And so many young entrepreneurs just do that. I'm saying no. Think about it. Talk to someone. Type in, please, these 3 words: by the way. By the way. And if you're getting a tattoo tomorrow on your forehead, this would be the words I would say to put right up there. By the way. Why are they so important? By the way is the key words to your ability to have up sales or cross sales and to be able to stack profits. Now, don't that sound good, stacking profits? Yes, that is a good thing to do. By the way means that you're going to have a diverse number of marketable profit centers. You see how all this is coming together? You're going to have a diverse group of marketable profit centers that when someone buys one thing, you can say to them, and by the way, I've got this. And by the way, I've got this. I've got this. And people love that. You're helping them complete their sale or complete the plan or think about maybe something that they really appreciate you doing. You're not doing a disservice by having marketable profit centers that are linked together. What you're doing is being smart. What you're doing is being what you've got to do to stay in business. So, by the way, is going to be one of the most important terms that you're going to learn throughout this session. So write it down, remember it. You got to have these upsells to stack your profits, and stacking profits is a good sale. Number 8, let's kind of rest a minute. I'll tell you that I enjoyed saltwater fishing for 25 consecutive years. We had a house down at Emerald Isle, North Carolina, right next to or close to the marina. Had a nice go-fast fishing boat, kept it in the water, and if the wind wasn't blowing and it was fishing season, on a Friday or a Saturday, old Steve-O was out there in the ocean trying to catch fish, enjoying catching fish. And I'll tell you now, for the first 5 years, I didn't catch squat. I knew how to run the boat because I was in the Coast Guard and not run aground, but I didn't know the secrets of catching fish consistently. So eventually I just gave up on myself, and I invited 3 other captains from the marina to go fishing with me. I furnished the boat and the bait and the fuel and the beer, and told them they could keep the fish. Just teach me some secrets about how to be consistent catching fish. And they did. After that, one day, with 3 people giving me tip after tip on things to do and not to do, we always caught fish after that. But the 3 first and most important rules, the 3 first and most important rules. Now listen close. Rule number 1, how can you always catch fish when you're fishing in the ocean? Number 1, keep fresh bait in the water. Rule number 2, Christy, listen real close. Keep fresh bait in the water. And Dominique, rule number 3, guess what it is? Yeah, keep fresh bait in the water. And if you do that and you're in the ocean, you're going to catch some fish. Well, I don't know, it might not be the kind that you were really after, but you will catch fish if you do it. So what's it got to do with tonight? We don't want to catch fish tonight, but we do want to catch customers. It is important that we catch customers if we hope to stay in business. And the way we catch customers, the 3 most important rules is keep fresh promotions, continuous promotions in front of our customers. Rule number 2, send out continuous promotions for your different profit centers. And rule number 3, keep fresh promotions in front of your customers month after month, day after day. Are you going to bore them with the same stuff over and over? No. That's why having a diverse group of marketable profit centers give you plenty of items that you can send promotions out on. See how it's coming together in a circle? Keep fresh bait in the water, my friends. The theme this fall, and I appreciate you all being with us, so the theme this fall, I want you to ask yourself the important question: how do we respond when challenged? How does old Steve-O respond when challenged? Do you get your feathers up? Do you bow up? Do you do what you need to do? Or do you lean back? Hey, I'm not ready for this. Or do you lean in and say, let's go for it? Well, you're being challenged tonight. You came here for, I'm guessing, the reason you wanted to learn more about how to get your business started or to grow it. Let's lean in, and you're doing that, leaning in. So let's get going. Let's get going. We've got started here now. We've been doing it now for about 40 minutes, and let's lean in and see what we can make happen. There's a lot to do getting a business started, a lot to consider about LLC, employee identification numbers, insurance, license, and it goes on, and we will cover it all in this series. And if there's something particularly on your mind that you're concerned about or a question that you'd like to ask online, or have me to respond to you, use that chat board to ask your questions. Someone else may see that you're asking that, and that may help them to ask another question. But fill that chat board up. Y'all talk with each other. And or send me an email. You're glad to do it. Now, at the end of the session tonight, you're welcome. We'll take time to chat. So make notes if you want to ask about something later on, and we'll certainly give everybody a chance to work. This is about your success, and we're looking forward to working with it. Challenge number 1, here we go. Maybe you had never classified yourself or considered yourself to be shrewd. Some people think it has a negative connotation. It does not. I'm saying, old Steve-O here is saying to you, I want you to be really smart. I want you to be shrewd. Indeed, I want you to learn to be shrewd. I want you to be clever and have great judgment. These ingredients will help you have a sustainable business for many, many years to come. Shrewd, be proud of it, let's do it. Now, I wrote about the book several years ago. It's available at Amazon.com. If you wanted to buy it, it's very inexpensive. But you really don't have to, because the study guide that is available to you tonight is basically a manuscript of the book that I wrote several years ago, about 24 things you really need to know when you're getting a business started. So I've written 5 books. They're all at Amazon.com, but most of them are covered in this series, and I'm glad to and welcome to share that with you. Also, these study guides that I'm sending to you, all of them are mine. I've got copyright on them, but I'm saying to you, use them as you will. Any way that you can use them to help you in your business, I'd like for you to do that. So if you were going to me or any other professional business coach or counselor, they will have, as I do, about 35 questions that I always ask someone in the initial interviews. We're going to go through just a few of them here now. Not mainly say you tell me or other classmates, and it's something that maybe you don't feel comfortable with, but some of these you need to ask yourself right now, because asking yourself certain criteria type questions will help us build a business plan next week and finish it out as we go through the series. Question number 1, are you going to be the person in this business, or are you starting a business that you're going to own, but you're going to hire other people to run it for you? And will this business you're thinking about getting into or growing be a part-time or a full-time business, or maybe just a little side hustle just to create some extra income? If you don't mind, how about just going over to chat and just typing in full-time, part-time, or side hustle? That way I can get a feel of what everybody's up to, and then I'll make the webinars next week apply. Full-time, part-time, or side hustle. Yeah, got some of both. All right, that's great. Let's mix it up really good. And will your business be home-based or mobile or an internet type business, or a bricks and mortar place that customers can come and see you? Mobile, internet, bricks and mortar, or all the above, or any combination. It's important that you realize that each different style of business will have different ingredients into putting our business plan together, especially our startup cost. So be thinking about that. When do you want to actually open the business? Are you thinking in terms you're already open and you just want to expand it now? Or maybe you're thinking about next February, or 6 months, or maybe 5 years from now, or maybe just not sure. Give me some idea here in the chat board. When would you like for your new business to officially be open to the public, and you're out here marketing and taking money in? And if you're unsure, that's okay. Tonight we're going to talk about some things to consider, and next week we'll actually give you a timeline and timetable that you can start planning the different things that need to be done depending on when you'd like to be open. And then just lots of questions. What are you going to sell? What are the services you're going to offer? Are you going to be offering products, services, or information, or some type of mixture? Think about that. And now, listen, you got to be specific. I'm going to bring it home real clear here. You don't have a hard time doing a business plan unless you create first a menu of the items or services that you plan to provide to the world. That menu needs to be written down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, through ever how many you did. Notice I showed you our menu of 27 different items at the beginning here. You can do that too. So doing this menu is one of the key criteria to win the certificates of achievement, but also it's a key criteria in putting your business plan together. So tonight, and before our next class, I'd like for you to go ahead and start developing your menu of services and products. All these items I'm asking you to do, things to put together, I really want you to email them to me. I'll review them and get back to you. There's no extra charge. I'm the only instructor and that I think does this for their classes, but I love doing it. It's part of what we do at the Academy to learn to work together and help each other. Do this menu thing, and then we'll be able to build a much better business plan for you. Let's talk about your money situation, maybe your credit score, your history. Do you think your credit issues now that lenders will welcome your credit application and look forward to lending you money, or maybe not? Whichever it is, that's your business, and that's just fine. But if you'd like, I'll be glad to send to you a study guide that can give you some real good tips on how to improve your credit score right away, and we'll be glad to do that. Okay. Do you have or thought about doing a mission, vision, and promise statement? I've been teaching this for 19 years, but only 2 years ago did I get serious in doing my own mission, vision, and promise statements. And it's been astounding how much difference and how much good it's done for me. When you do your own mission, vision, and promise statements, you're saying to yourself first, this is the kind of business I want to have. This is what I want to do for my customers, for my employees, for the community, for my legacy. Writing it down is putting you in gear to saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. I want to serve my customers and my community well, and I'm willing to put it in writing to serve as a challenge to me, but also a testimony to the world. One of your handouts is giving you all kinds of examples and ideas or different words that you might want to use. Let's get that mission, vision, and promise statement done. Now, for those that have been in my previous classes that have already done this before, please, if you don't mind, email to me your current mission, vision, and promise statement. Maybe you've updated it so that I can have it on file, and I'll share it as a teaching tool with the rest of the class in future classes. I do this a lot with information that I find on Facebook or at your website links. I'll share information, try to help start promoting your business here and on Facebook and other places. So Share the information and we'll get it done. Again, doing these statements is a way to help you get your graduation into the academy. Core values, they need to be listed. What will your company, what will your business be doing for the community, for the customers, and for the employees? Every business I want to have at the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates has these statements, and I'll send you copies of them tomorrow. Purposes, mission, vision, promise, and a pledge. Lastly, in this chapter, we want to talk about, again, find someone that you feel comfortable talking to or asking questions to. These people are just sitting there waiting for you at the small business centers. If you don't know where the small business center is in your area, right over in chat, let me know, please. Let me know that you would like to contact the small business center and give me the name of your town, and I'll put you in contact with them as long as I got your email address, okay? Number 2, if you're going to go with this business thing, let's take it one step at a time with a good foundation. A good foundation here means that you are committed to have a diversification of products, diversification of services, and that you're going to pick out targeted customer groups for each one of them. That's the key. Knowing what you're going to be selling and knowing who you're going to promote it to, because we're going to need to send that fresh bait to them in the water. We need to know who these people are and to make it happen. Also, to get started with a good foundation, positive attitude has got to be there. If it's not positive attitude, it needs to be changed because it's going to take a lot of determination and boundless energy. Next, what are your goals? What are the actual numbers that you're shooting for? What are you trying to achieve? What can you write down as your goals? We can't reach your goal if we don't know what they are. You can't achieve your goal for personal income or your business revenues until you have a good idea of what they actually are. Now, here's the key. Here's why I'm here for you. If we know those goals, and you're committed to try to get there, we'll figure out a way that can make it happen as you do your business plan. Because remember, that business plan was going to tell us what's next. And that bottom line is going to be the goals that you have. We're not going to do a business plan just as it comes together. We're going to start the business plan with the goal of achieving what you want to achieve. So important to do that. It's not just a float down the river and we'll take what comes our way. Is to get on the river with a chart and a path and know exactly where we're going and how we're going to get there. Oh, there'll be plenty of obstacles, but a bad plan is better than no plan at all. So let's get these mileposts down. After next week, we'll have a milepost of what you need to do, different checkoff lists for each month from here on out with a good business planner. Starting small will be important. I'm not here to tell you, let's go out and borrow $1 million or go into big debt to do this or that. I'm saying let's take it one step at a time with our planning, get there as we go along, and after doing this for 19 years and having maybe as many as 1,000 small businesses started through these efforts, it's all because we took it one step at a time, didn't take risks we didn't have to take, okay? Find the courage to stick your toes in the water, and let's get started. We need to be legal, and sometimes that scares people, but let me tell you right now, that should not scare you. Becoming legal or becoming incorporated is not really that big a deal if you take it through the steps, and we'll tell you all the way to do that. Most of us will become LLCs, limited liability companies. However, know now that it's okay just to start out as a sole proprietor, one step at a time until you're ready to take that extra step. I will mention that one of the study guides that is mailed to you is a video on step-by-step in North Carolina what the fundamental steps are in becoming an LLC. There's no need for me to spend a lot of time in the presentation here about it, but I do encourage you that if that's a step that you're concerned about, then you can watch that video and it'll give you a ton of information. But mainly, Just know that when we'll start out as a sole proprietor, we're going to have to do some certain things to get our business up and running, but we'll take it one step at a time. The legal liability company is the way that most of us, I guess 99% of my classes have gone during the last 19 years. Are you afraid of risk? Well, you need to be. Risks are serious. Risks are things that hurt and might get you in trouble. Risks are indeed manageable, provided you have a risk management plan. And even though you haven't been there and faced these risks through the years, we're going to be able to help you determine how to put together your risk management plan with more than just insurance, but indeed different steps that you can take to lower your risk, and therefore that lowers your insurance premium. But most importantly, it lowers the possibilities of something coming along and going the wrong way and putting you out of business. SP and Betty, Twyla, there's not enough time in the day for all of us to do what we have to do. And here we are tonight talking about all these new things that we need to do. And I know that sounds pretty much incredible, impossible. You're already busy. You're already driving to and from. You're already looking after the kids, playing taxi service and doing this. It is a busy, busy day. But we got things to do. So what have we got to do? We're going to learn how to divide our time, set our priorities, and just determine what is most important to you about making this new business work. And I'm not pretending here. I have spun all the plates like on the old Ed Sullivan show. I know what it is to run 4 businesses at one time with over 60 employees at one time. I've been there and I've done that, and it's not easy, but it becomes manageable when you learn the skills to delegate, to divide your time and set the priorities. You can do it. I've done it and done it for many, many years. Met payroll on Fridays for over 50 years is a challenge. But getting in the groove, one step at a time, you can do this. So learning to delegate doesn't mean that you've got to go out and hire a bunch of people. Learning to delegate is saying, I need to figure out a way to get what's got to get done. Now set those priorities and make that happen, and indeed we'll work towards that. Local laws change it everywhere. Every town's a little bit different. Every city's a little bit different. Don't lose any sleep right now over complying with local laws, because here's the key to that. Find out to begin with what they are and then comply with them. If you go into this saying, okay, I don't see what I can get by with, you're headed for a rough road. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. And once you get off on the wrong foot with building inspectors and zoning inspectors and fire inspectors, it gets tougher every day. So just start out with a positive attitude. Every town in North Carolina now, every city has a website. And at that website, they've got their different ordinances. They even got some of your towns and cities have people there that specialize in helping new businesses get started. It's a good thing. And the best thing is for you to have a positive attitude and know that you're not going to beat these folks. You're not going to outsmart them. You might go ahead and spend some money and get by with it for a month or two, or maybe even a year or two. But when they find out you have broken the codes, you're going to have to tear it down and redo it. So just accept the fact that we're in this to work together with these folks because we need them. Local laws and local codes keep people from people that are trying to take too many shortcuts, hurting customers, hurt business in general, flim-flam artists or scammers from coming into your community. The local laws help keep them out. So let's support those. Go to your local website. You can read the codes there. You can find out who's in charge of different things and just talk to them. If you have some nervous areas and things there that you're concerned about that you want to share with me or the Small Business Center director before approaching that, that's fine. That's what we're here for. Everything is confidential, no charge. You will want to divide your money from the company money as soon as you can. A business needs to operate with its own funds. So to get a business checking account at the bank, this is the first reason that most entrepreneurs have to find their employee identification number. because you can't get a business checking account without that. When you were born, you were given a Social Security number. That was your number, and it's still your number. When you are birthing a business now, you will get an EIN number, and that number will follow you all through your business life, all through the business life. My EIN number, now 66 years old, is 568626221. You'll use it so many times that it will stay on the tip of your tongue, so you're ready to put it out there. You get that EIN number from the U.S. Treasury Department, the IRS website. You can go there, to their website, IRS, and look over on the right-hand side menu or type in EIN number, and it'll send you to a page, and you just follow the steps, and you can get it done, and there is no charge for this. There is no charge to get your EIN number. Now, you need to have a business name that is available. So you'd want to check with the Secretary of State's office to do that first, and you can do that at their website to come up with the business name that you want to get your EIN number in. Caution, when you go there, there's going to be a pop-up that comes up in front of your screen that says, we can assist you getting your EIN number. And click here and we'll assist you. And that is for a $300 charge. So you don't have to do that. That is a scam. Do not do that. I did it. I spent the $300 and found out I was being scammed, and eventually got American Express to give me my money back. But don't bite that bullet. Getting your EIN number has no charge. Does someone have a question they were trying to ask? Okay. Sales tax, resale taxes, North Carolina Department of Revenue, we're going to call them NCDOR from here on out. They will help you with that. There's a lot to learn. It's just one of many, many things to learn to do and to build into the plan. That's why to get set up to do business, sometimes it takes several months to get everything in line. None of it will keep you away. The folks at the Department of Revenue will help you. The small business centers will help you, and they've got good tutorials and things to do it. And of course, most any bookkeeper and all certified accountants can help you get these as well. No big money to spend, nothing to worry about, but it's going to have to be done eventually. Same way with business permits and license, privilege license, registrations. You have this stuff to do. It'll take you some hours to get it done, but very little money to spend. It's just a matter of going through it. But you will need that business name, and you will need that EIN number before you start getting these official permits and license. This is what a business registration looks like in the city of Dunn, North Carolina. It's a blank page with my name on it, my company name on it. When we got started, what the expiration date is, this cost in Dunn, it costs $50 a year. And I've got 66 of them on the wall around here somewhere. So just not much to it at all. It's just a matter of the fact that you are registered. When you register with your local community, that way the fire department knows who you are and where you are. Well, you make sure you get your zoning right, and you make sure you get taxed in the right way. So you're looking forward to having your first business registration, and I'm proud of you to get it. At the North Carolina Small Business Center Network, at their website where you register to sign up for the class, they've got a page here called Resources. I really suggest that if you are a reader and like to dive deep into this type of stuff, they got all that you can read and comprehend there, and none of it is trash. It's all good information. You can spend all the time there that you need to get information on different stuff and ask questions if you'd like. Important now is where you going to operate that business, as we mentioned earlier. Are you going to operate that business at home? Is it going to be at home, or are you going to be at home but leave every day and go out on a mobile? Or you don't have a bricks and mortar business? Each one of these will cost more or less money. Starting at home, of course, is your least expensive way if that fits. Some people will start at home every day, do their office work there, and then get in the van or the car or the truck and go out and serve people as a mobile business. Good business to do. Or some folks just have a brick and mortar business and they do it all there. I've done all three. Right now, I'm working at home and doing the mobile work. I work at home as I'm doing right now here at my home office studio, we'll call it. But I also travel out and give webinars, so I call that a mobile type business. Just determine what you're going to do, and as we're doing that business plan next week, these will come into play. No demand change plan gets us to saying this. In your mind, in your business, can you sell what you're thinking about? Well, do you have profit centers that you can sell it? I mean, do you have the skills to sell it? Are you a salesperson? Are you a people person? Have you been trained in introducing yourself or introducing your product or making videos to help you do it? If yes, wonderful. If not yet, then that's why you're here. Let's get started doing all this stuff, because you need a set of skills to give you the confidence to move on and move forward and to sell it. Now, these items that we're working with, will they buy it? Is it a good value? Do you have a good variety of sizes and shapes, or what people are looking for? Is it high in demand or not? Is it on the cutting edge of a fad or the tail end of a fad? Will they buy it? Hard questions to ask, because it might make the difference in whether your business lasts 2 months or 30 years. Now, these folks that you're thinking that are going to buy products, become your customers, let's think deeply now. Who are they? Who are they? Where are they? How can I get in touch with them? We're going to do this by using targets and targeting certain customer groups and figuring out the right kind of marketing strategy that will get in touch with them. You see, what we're doing tonight is building a mindset for success. Knowing these things are in front of us, maybe new challenges for some of you, maybe not so much a challenge, but all of them will need to be touched and mastered. And we'll do a lot of that in our presentations, in our 2-hour classes, but a lot of it you're going to need to do on your own as well. So we talked about marketable profit centers. Let's talk about them again. These are the items that are going to make money for you. What is your menu of items that you're going to do? And is this menu going to be able to market it to different type folks in different places doing different things? Yes. To be successful, the answer has to be yes. And when we use the word diversified and different, listen now, we're going to be talking about DBAs, DBA, doing business as, because that's the way we name products and services, different names so people will recognize them, who call what this is by different terms. We're going to think ahead of the game, so as we start marketing with our DBAs, we'll reach a lot more people. And this is a huge thing. Now, I want to tell you, there's no extra charge for this little tip. It's worth $1 million, but you don't have to pay one more penny to take advantage of it. Just pay attention week 3 and week 4, and we'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's go back and review that. Marketable profit centers, because nothing is more important for your business getting started to remember. You want things that you're doing that will bring in new customers, and you want things that you're doing that are focused on promoting daily traffic. Absolutely. I'm going to give you some examples of all these so you can kind of work it into your area. That's what you want to do. Type 1, and it's a big one right now. Let's talk about the convenience stores. We all do business at convenience stores. They sell gasoline, right? Because they know that they can change the price of that gasoline gallon 1 penny. It has everything to do with how much traffic comes into the store. Convenience stores handle a lot of money for gasoline, but in the scope of things, it is not a very profitable thing that they do. So why do they do it? With all that expense that's involved in it? Because they know that they can change the price of that gas just a minute amount and bring a lot of people into the store. Bringing people into the store was the key. And has there ever been a better time to use this as an example? With Powerball being at $1 billion jackpot, old Steve went and got him 8 tickets today. I got 3 tickets yesterday, last time I could do it. I don't win that sucker one time. It's my turn. But let me tell you, the convenience store was rocking and rolling. People buying those Powerball tickets, and it proves my point. That is a profit center that brings in new traffic and daily sales. They don't make hardly any money on the Powerball tickets unless they have a winner. But it's a big deal, and all of you can see how it works. What are we going to do in our businesses to do this type of action for us? Whatever it is, we're going to figure out ways to have profit centers that bring that new traffic in on a daily basis. Now, the fast food places where maybe you or I went today, all of them have a $5 meal, right? Every one of them, if you got $5, you can get some kind of meal there. That is their profit center number one. So they're doing the thing just like we're talking about. Now, moving on to profit center number two, repeat business, merchandise purchases, and higher margins, because profit centers number one are usually low ticket items, not creating a lot of money. So we got to do something to start making some profit now. And we do that with our type 2 profit centers. Repeat business, higher margins, and building up the sales. So when we went into McDonald's for that $5 meal, the average going out price is $11 to $12 per plate served. $11 to $12. So what happened? I went in for the $5 deal, and then we started upsizing, didn't we? Where we got this and we got that, or we wanted this more. That's how they do it. That's how we need to do it. Be able to encourage people to buy up, to have upsells, have profit centers that you can link. You see how this is all tying together, and you can see it working with other companies that you're doing business with every day. The reason they want you in that store is to take advantage of the impulse item things at a convenience store especially. Because if you're in there buying that lottery ticket and you're waiting in line, you're over here picking up stuff off the shelf too. And as you pick up stuff off the shelf, you're picking up items that have got 200, 300, 400% profit to them. Yes, that's why they want you to come in there and wait a minute or two to be able to take advantage of impulse items and repeat business in different types of customers. At the car dealership, the new cars and the new trucks, they're out there, they're really expensive, but that's not where they make their best profits. They make the best profit at the parts department. That's where the real money is made at the dealerships. So every business has different wrinkles to them to help them make these higher margin items profit centers number two. But I want to tell you, my friends, it's a lot more fun to go to the bank and deposit $10,000 than it is to deposit $5. Don't you think? Don't you think you'd be smiling making that $10,000 deposit? Oh yeah. Well, if you don't plan to make some big ticket sales and have some big ticket deposits, it won't happen. So we're going to spend time helping you realize that you got to have these big ticket sales and how to get there. We're going to talk about how to bundle your packages and build on these marketable profit centers so they can be made into upsells for you. And indeed, you've got the option maybe to just sell higher priced items. Sell some big ticket items. I was lucky to be born into a business that sells big ticket items. So through the years, I've had some fabulous deposits from time to time, make you really smile. Right now, I'm not selling the larger tractors and things like that, but I am helping sell the implements, much lower in value and now much lower in parts as well. But still, the profitability is excellent, and especially when you can bundle things. A customer comes to you, is after buying a certain item that's maybe a low ticket. But if you've got the, and by the way, every time you are increasing your sales and your profitability. That's why I will harp on that to help you really absorb it and go for it. Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue, one of my favorite places to eat. My wife and I both love going there. You can go in there for a $5 meal. You sure can, but it's hard to get out of there without spending $14. That's the average there. But also while you're there, you can spend $369 on a tailgate deal or a family reunion plan, catering specials. Every one of our businesses can figure out ways to have some big ticket item offering. And indeed, you may not sell but one of them a month. But indeed, that is something that you've done just because you were savvy enough to offer it and to send it out with regular promotions to your customers. So I want to just know, am I getting through to you guys? I love you. Give me an amen over here in the chat board if you're not getting too bored to stay with me. I'd appreciate it because we're working hard here to help you put together a business that will make it for the long haul. I want you to make it for the long haul and get on with it well. So that's why we're working so hard here to make that happen. Can you do all this? Thank you for those amens, my friend. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'll just ask for but I'm not sure how to spell that. So can you do it alone? Can you find employees? Do you know how to delegate? Do you know how to delegate? Hire employees? Put staffs together? Maybe not yet, but it'll come. As long as you're doing it one step at a time, and we take it without taking too many risks, you'll do it. For your business to be large enough to be sustainable and support a family or several other employees, we got to have these profit centers humming. We got to be ready to go with our marketing plan to reach out to lots of customers and keep them coming in. And we must have the intestinal fortitude, guts, to see it through, to know that it's going to take a lot of work. Maybe you feel like you're doing all you can do now. Well, change the plan, because we got new stuff to do, and we'll try to show you how to do it. The money always comes back. We have to talk about the money. And there's going to be cost involved in getting your new business started. There's going to be cost involved in adding profit centers to your established business. I know that. I want you to have the support of your family, of your spouse, the people you love and around. Because if you don't start using money to do these new things at your business that now you're buying groceries with or paying rent or car payments or entertainment things that you're doing with the family, there's going to be some belt tightening has to be done. Businesses don't start out from day one making money unless it's a unique situation, and I'm all for that, and we'll try to find it. One of the study guides that I'm going to send to you is 50 businesses that you can start with $100 or less. So there's a lot of things that you can do to make money that will make money right away. I'm going to give you some ideas on that. They might become some of your profit centers, actually. So here we go now. The startup cost, good news is, after you get started up, you're not going to have these costs again. But they got to come from somewhere. And we need to estimate that and plug it into our business plan so that maybe we'll see how we're going to go about raising the startup cost if you don't already have it or not. This is where I have the pleasure of saying to you, if you're going to use savings or your personal money out of your banking account to get your business started, as most of us will at some point or level, you're making a loan to your business. And you need to document that. Pay it in by check, have a deposit slip into that business account showing that you have funded your business, and that is a loan. And the company gets to pay you back that money down the road when it starts making some money. Better news is, as the company pays you back that loan, that's coming to you tax-free. The payback money is tax-free. And, of course, it's a write-off for the company. But now, next part, you can charge your company interest on the money that you've loaned it, and the company gets to pay you interest higher than the bank rates even, as long as it's reasonable. Now, the interest that is paid back to you is a tax deduction for the company, but you'll have to pay personal income tax on interest. But the good news is you're creating revenue, additional revenue for yourself, and it's a tax write-off for the company, so it's a loss. And in the long term, you get your money back plus interest, and that's a good thing, no doubt. But keep that in mind. We don't need a list of what you think your startup costs are going to be and what your investments are. Every business is going to be different. And we'll get into talking about that next week because that's a big part of the budgeting work that we're going to do. Do you plan on needing to borrow money at the bank? I tell you right now up front, new business entrepreneurs, especially young, that don't have any credit history or any other background in doing business or paying back loans, are going to have a very difficult time, almost impossible, to securing a loan at a lending institution. Just a fact, Jack, that's the way it is. Why would a lender want to give you a long-term loan when new businesses have a significant history of going out of business in a hurry? That just doesn't add up. But there are some things that will make a big difference. If you have a substantial down payment that you're making towards getting your business started, or in other words, you're showing the bank that you've got something to lose here, and then you put your own money into it. Number two, if you've got a long history of paying money back to loans and a good credit history, that's a good thing. Maybe you've got the collateral to put up to back up your loan application, and or maybe a cosigner that has really good credit. There are some things that can be done to help you get a loan at the bank. But many times, it's going to come back to family and friends that help you get started, or private angels, lending angels that help you get started. We'll talk about all that in week 4 to give you lots of ideas. Encouragement now. You ever heard of the big kahuna? The big kahuna over in Polynesian area is the king or the queen or the old timer, the oldest rat in the barn who knows it all, has done it all, and is really smart. People respect him. Every type of business has the big kahuna. Someone that's doing what you plan to do, that is already doing it and doing it really well. Instead of you trying to invent the wheel and me trying to invent the wheel, why not just research and find these people and see how they're marketing, see what they have to say, see how they're running their businesses, and start taking ideas from them. Research builds your wisdom, builds your savvy. And why in the world we don't take advantage of that is crazy on our part if we don't. I've had the privilege of being the big kahuna in several types of businesses through the years. That's when we led the nation in sales on certain products or for a certain period of time. And it's a good feeling to be in a little town like Dunn, North Carolina, and get national recognition for sales efforts. And I'll tell you that it is a good thing to do, and I strive for it and worked hard at it, but it always is fleeting. There'll always be someone taking it away from you. They'll watch what you're doing and figure out how to do it better. The key to sustainability is you know it's coming, so you're always moving on to the next best thing and taking advantage of being on top of the hill while you're there, but automatically getting ready to start up on something else. That's the secret sauce right there. Know when you're doing it best, but also know that changes are coming and you're going to need to be on the cutting edge. Be the big kahuna. Find them. Outmarket them, outsmart them. They're dodging bullets. You want to do that too. You do that by surrounding yourself with smart people. Surround yourself and start talking with folks who know things and have good ideas and maybe are just not pretending to know it all, but are very careful before they offer advice to you. Find those people and start surrounding yourself with them. That's who you want to associate with. Your competition, oh yeah, the competition is important. Not that they're going to be the ones that put you out of business. They're not. But they're going to be the ones that you have a chance to see what they're doing and how they're doing it because they are serving the same customers that you want to serve. So you need to start looking at them not only as a competitor, but more so as if you are the buyer considering buying something from them. And as you check each and every one of your competitions out, you'll be making notes and seeing what's working and what's not working. You're going to be gaining wisdom and knowledge there that is going to be so valuable as you put your marketing plan together. We need to know the competition. We need to outsell them and outwork them. But they're not our biggest threat. They're not our biggest threat. So again, please pay attention here. We're right on this, Kevin. Your most dangerous threat is my and your ability to fight distractions. Fighting distractions will be the key to whether or not we're going to be a successful entrepreneur. And coming in this thing without any weapons or ammunition to help fight distractions, it's almost a losing proposition. We have to set the priorities, as all of us know. But how can you set new priorities when you got so many things in your way to move forward? I know. You may have 3, 4, 5 children that you're looking after. You may already have 3 jobs. You may have a spouse or a loved one that you're providing medical services for, or being the primary caretaker for your mom or your aunt. That's a 36-hour job in itself. I know all that. I've lived it. I've done it. So here's the key. You need a plan to fight distractions, because the distractions are going to come every day by the truckloads. So here's a plan that helps me, and so many of you have told me it's starting to help you as well. Every morning before I take my head off the pillow, as I'm thinking about the important things that I need to be doing that day, and the most important things, I try to focus on three different specific tasks that I want to finish before lunch, because I know they're important. And I know maybe I've procrastinated on them before. And I say to myself, before I eat lunch today, I'm going to take care of these 3 issues. And then for the rest of the morning, come hell or high water, I'm working on getting those 3 jobs done. I may have to say to people, look, I need to call you back, or can you give me a little bit of time on this, or let's put this on the back burner for later today, or whatever. Get those 3 things done. Now, sometimes I don't eat lunch till 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But there's things that have to be done to stay on top of your business, and you must learn how to do that. I'm giving you all the encouragement and prayers to help you find a way to do that. Find a way to beat the distractions and get those things done. And the good news is, some days you will get 6 things done, and some days even more than that. The truth is, some days you don't get any of them done because the distractions just flood in and they're too important to put aside. I know that. But if you've got that plan in the morning to get things, at least 3 things done before lunch, you don't have a fighting chance. Do you accept the challenge? Give me an I do if you do. Do you accept the challenge to try to put in place a plan that works for you to help you fight the distractions and set priorities and see them every day? Do you accept that challenge? And I'll promise you, if you start it tomorrow morning when you're getting ready to lift your head off the pillow, then I want you to give that a try. And then next week, let me know, or send me an email, because it works. You know, it works for me, and I handle a lot of stuff. And through the years, I've handled 10 times as much as I'm having to handle now. And I love it. Not complaining about it. That's me. That's my life. But fighting those distractions is a key factor, especially when you have very few people you can delegate. Delegating is one way that you can say to yourself, I'm going to lay here on the pillow today, and before lunch, I'm going to call 3 people to help me get this, this, and this done, and delegate it. The key is you're getting it done. You've got a plan. So yes, indeed. Thank you all for accepting that challenge. I appreciate you, and I'm praying it'll work. What can you do to keep your business in business for the long haul? The key factor here is our business, my business, your business, cannot be all things to all people. We're not a Walmart or a Target or some great big corporation worldwide. We can't be all things to all people. However, to be sustainable, it must be everything to some people. Consuela, Betty, your business must be everything to some people. And those some people will become your raving fan customers. They will become your raving fan customers, and I'm going to show you how to create that with them. But this is a critical important. We need the raving fan customers, and we get them when we are everything to those particular customers. In other words, we're going to build our business one customer at a time. Yeah, this is the world of the internet. This is the world of AI and all this marketing and social media. But the old foundation will be a sustainable business is built one customer at a time that you keep and you keep coming back. We'll get them in with Profit Centers number 1. We'll keep them here with Profit Centers number 2. And we'll keep them happy and have some big time sales and some big ticket items with Profit Centers number 3. All this blends together into the right mix. There is and there will be a lot of talk about DBAs, naming your business. So go ahead and start now thinking about what your business name is going to be. You share that with me if you'd like when you send me your menu. That's the first email I expect to get from you, is that your menu of services. Go ahead and put your business name on there. I'd appreciate it if you give me your mailing address where that I would send mail to. We'll need that when we send certificates back to you. So DBAs, doing business as, is so important to be able to take these diversification to profit centers, name them by different titles, put it out on the internet, and different people and groups will see these same product, but they'll find you because you've named it different and you've promoted them different across the internet. It's not rocket science. You don't have to be an Elon Musk to take advantage of this. We can do it right here, right now, and we'll give you all the tools it takes to make it happen. Do you need a business plan? The answer is yes. Are you going to get one next week? I promise you. Next week, we're going to have a monthly planner, and we'll go over study guides to help you do it. And if you take advantage of it, open the email, be ready to talk about it next week. We'll help you get started. So now let's talk about marketing a little bit and what's it going to take to make some money. Making a sale is one thing, but if you give it away just so you can be competitive and pricey and cheap, what's the effort all about if there's no money at the end of the day? So I don't say to you, I know that discounts are important. And I know that discounts is a way of giving your profits away. But the rest of the story is I don't want you to give any discounts. Sherry, I don't want you to give any discounts to Jacob unless you planned to give the discounts. So in week 3, when we're talking about pricing, I'm going to show you how and teach you how to build an advertised price that gives you room to negotiate, to give some discounts, to give the customer some leeway, to help them find common ground with you, and you hold on to the profits that you need to stay in business. We're not going to give discounts that we didn't plan to give. And it works, my friend. It works. We're going to stay away from something that is scary. And it's out here in the market everywhere. And that is an entrepreneur that's running his business saying, here's my price, take it or leave it. I don't negotiate. This is the price, take it or leave it. And you know what you're inviting them to do with those last words is to leave it. Yes, we don't want to do that. We want to build enough room in our pricing to encourage the customer, come on, let's talk about it. Here's some different options you have to buy it. Let's talk about this thing. Start a relationship. When you're saying take it or leave it, you're saying to the customer, I don't want to have a customer relationship with you. I just want you to buy this one thing one time, and I don't care if you ever come back or not. Let's take it or leave it. But when you're giving them options to talk about the pricing, some different ways they can pay for it, maybe save some money, some discounts they can take by picking it up themselves or assembling it themselves, you're creating conversation and you're creating a relationship, and that leads to a long-term customer and maybe a raving fan customer. So many new people in business just don't realize it. They think everything is about the internet and what you can buy at Amazon for the cheapest price. That's not going to be where I am. That's not going to be where I encourage you to take your company. To make it for 66 years, you do it on the shoulders of satisfied customers and their children and their children. That's my philosophy, and I'll try to send it home for you. Moving towards wrapping it up now. You as entrepreneurs, as you're getting started, are in a position that's unique. You can look all around your community, all around your friends, and successful entrepreneurs are a rare breed. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them by numbers, but how many do you actually know? And it's very few. And more importantly, how many do you actually know that have made it more than 8 years? Boy, that number gets slashed when you do that. The way that I have done it, and seen many of my friends that are still here, is to find the strength to have principles, to have those mission, vision, and promise statements and core values, and you build your business and your pricing and the way you do business on that instead of mere profitability. Some folks, members of my family, and so many that I know, will tell you right up front and be proud of it, it's all about the almighty dollar. That's the reason I'm here. It's all about the almighty dollar. And you'll hear some billionaires that say that as well, how big the deal must be. But when you look closely and you consider folks that have that attitude, how many times they've been in and out of bankruptcy and still bragging about how smart they are? When you've been around as long as I have, and other entrepreneurs have been around as long as I have, when you hear somebody say they've been in and out of bankruptcy and they're kind of proud of it, my question is, well, how many small business people did you put out of business because your bankruptcy didn't pay what was owed? That's the difference in being the giver and the taker. The giver will stay in business and pay their bills and make it work. May not become billionaires, but they stay in business year after year and look after their families, their customers, and are proud to be a part of the community. That's what we want to do as the Academy. Put your principles ahead of your profits. Have principles. Be proud of the fact it is. If you don't have them, it's time to develop them. You're getting ready to be a business person. You're getting ready to deal with people and asking them to give you their hard-earned money. I take that very seriously, and have for a lot of years. I take it seriously today and will tomorrow, and keep on counting. And it starts giving you a sense of not being better than anyone else, but you sure don't have to offer a lot of apologies, and you sure find out you got so many friends and people that are pulling for you, and they're out in the community recommending that other people do business with you. That's a good thing. I hope you experience that sometime. Know that your family and the community are so proud of the entrepreneurs that are making it happen. And we have a lot that attend these webinars on a regular basis. We've got some tonight that are very good business people. I know that maybe as long as 6 or 7 years ago, Valerie Smith down in Wilmington, we met through doing webinars and seminars at Wilmington. Valerie was starting new business, and I had the pleasure of offering her advice along the way, helping her with some advertising and marketing, and just makes me feel good in my heart to see her be successful in that business grow. And it was tough to begin with, and it's tough to stay in business, but she does business the right way, and she's with us. Let's give Valerie a hand, give her a clap. She's a successful business leader, and we'll highlight her in some of our pleasures coming up. Valerie, thank you so much. We're so proud of you for what you do. Legacy, gonna be a taker or a giver? Let's be that giver. Let's be that giver. Now, let's find the endurance. Several years ago, I was visiting the church at Foundation Church in Elizabethtown, and the preacher said, you must have the endurance to finish strong. And that day in church, it hit me like a hammer, how important it is not only to live a Christian life, but also to keep a business afloat. So I talked to him about it, and he said he was okay with me sharing this with y'all. To have endurance, number one, you got to pace yourself. I know I encourage you to move forward, put your next toe in the water, and then your next and your next, but pace yourself at your own pace. Each one of you have other things you're having to deal with all these distractions. I know that. But be determined to get there and do it at your pace so that you feel comfortable with it. Number two, find the endurance by being humble. Let new ideas soak in. Give them a chance. Listen to other people. You don't have to drink the juice of crazy stuff, but listen to other people. Humble yourself and think about it. Start being wise. Have a mindfulness to let new information come in and accept it as such. Humble is important. Find the inspiration. Find that spark. Find that new piece of energy to help you face challenges and people with a smile on your face and a self-confidence. Things can get tough, especially when you're by yourself. I find my inspiration through Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior, and He knows me well, what a sinner I am, but I'm trying to do better. But I can go to Him with business issues, questions about being a giver or taker, decisions to be made. That's where I find my inspiration. I encourage you to be friends with my friend, or to wherever you have your inspiration, whoever it is, whatever religion you're a part of, learn to find strength in what you believe. Helps you become a better person. Be ready to say, I need to charge my battery. I need to be still and know, and to take out all this rattle gossip. Turn all the switches off and just sit there and meditate on the right things to do. Charge your battery and then flip that switch and let's go get it. Let's make it happen and do things the right way. Might need to drop a few pounds. I live with a big old belly like mine, but that's not the pounds I'm talking about. I'm talking about dropping a few pounds of stubbornness, a few pounds of procrastination, right? A few pounds of knowing it all. Maybe we need to drop a few pounds of acquaintances that we're keeping company with that are bad influences on us. Maybe you want to raise your standards as you start your new business. Maybe the folks that are surrounding you now are not giving you good advice or encouraging you to be the best person you can be. This is a big deal. When it comes to fighting those distractions and setting priorities and to really be serious about becoming a great entrepreneur for the future, the people you surround yourself with have a lot to do with that. So give that some thought. But number 5, we got to focus on the finish line. So I'll ask each one of you who may have a different finish line, what is the finish line that we can say during the next 3 or 4 months that you're going to try to get to? Is it complete this course? Is it do all the homework and become a member of the Academy of Associates and Entrepreneurs to get your certificates, to actually make some meaningful forward steps on getting your business started? Maybe it's establishing a certain number of new customers. Whatever it is, your finish line is your finish line. And it's up to you to have the endurance to get there. I'm going to encourage you all I can to do it, but you know what? I can't do it for you. What is your finish line? And let's try to get there together. Next week, starting at 6 p.m. right here on Tuesday night, we're going to create a business planner for you, and we're going to help you see how to start your business budget and business plan. Now, have no doubt that no one can write a business plan, real one, sophisticated plan, before you've been in business some way, some type, somewhere, and have some really good information. Because everything at this point is guesswork, unless you've been in business a while. Just know that. And therefore, our business plan we're going to do next week will be the starter to get things going for the long haul. And at the end of the next week's session, if you print it out and you start doing the work that's involved there, you'll have a business plan. And I'll congratulate you. Maybe there will be some things to do before you can carry it to the bank and get a loan. I'm sure there will be. But you will be started, and that is a great day. It is so great that when you do it, it won't be quite as good as when I was holding my grandson, Sanderson, the other week. That was a happy day for me. But if you've been looking forward to making some big steps forward with your business after next week, it can be a really good thing for you to do. So are you going to lean in or lean back? We're going to lean in and let's get going. I think a lot of you are from your comments, and I'm so proud of you for doing that. I see some of you have your names are showing up on the screen here, and there's no email address under them. Lindsay and Peterson, some unknowns. Please go over to the chat board and give me your name, town, and your email address. That way I can send to you tomorrow the video link for this recording of this session and all these study guides that get you started up. So please, if you don't mind, do that over in the chat board. So let your light shine. That light will give warmth and direction to other people and help you start becoming the shining light that you need to do where you'll be a proud entrepreneur. All of you are welcome to send emails to me. As I've said, send your work to me. Here's my email address, stvcarv@aol.com. Now the mics, if you want to, turn your mics on. I'd appreciate any and every comment, any questions. We'll sure try to answer them for you. No time limit, just let me have it. I'm glad to hear from you and I'd like to hear what you thought about your first presentation tonight. Thank you so much.
Hey, Steve, this is Sherry. I just wanted to come off mute and say I'm back. Last year, during the summer classes, I was working full time and wasn't able to really keep up with the homework like I wanted to. So I'm here to say I'm all in this year. So I don't know if you saw my comment, but I had put in there I actually started back writing my book. So I had already had the introduction last summer. So I've done the preface, the introduction, the preface, chapter 1, and I just worked on chapter 2 this morning. So I'm excited, and I don't want to take up too much time.
Sherry, thank you so much. I'll be glad to help proof it any way I can with you. Keep it confidential, and I'm so proud of you and so glad to hear you coming back. So that's great. Sherry's back, everybody. Okay, good. Right. Anybody else?
This is Johanna. Hello, this is Johanna Ramos, and I'm the sole proprietor of Glisten Design. I actually started doing the business counseling, and it's so refreshing to hear your words of wisdom and how you're encouraging us to really take advantage of all the things that the small business bureau, at the college has to offer. So thank you so much for this, and I look forward to all the continuing classes and sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna. And you are a busy lady. You've kept us awake tonight for sure. You covered a lot of ground here in this class.
I was making dinner, picking up my daughters, and I'm still here, and I am so inspired. You're an encourager for real. But I really do like what you said about the distractions, like giving those things to someone else, delegating. So that's where I'm gonna have to thrive on. Thank you.
I know that is a big challenge. Thank you so much. Who's next?
Hey, my name is Jamie Pickett. I just want to say thanks for the opportunity. I learned a few things so far. I'm opening up a gym. I already have a small business already, but I'm opening up a gym and just want some tips and advice on how to do it, and hopefully I'll be getting that from this class.
Jamie, thank you so much. Where are you located?
Rose Hill, North Carolina.
Rose Hill. And have you got an internet presence yet?
Yes, I have an internet presence. Instagram, Facebook, I have a website, so I'm trying to.
Great.
I'm looking to open a gym in the mall, so Jacksonville Mall.
Yeah, please email me the links to your Facebook and other stuff, and I'll start helping promote your business. And that's true for each and every one of you. Let me know what your businesses are and send me some links so we can share with other people and do all we can to help each other. Mutual helpfulness is what it's all about. Thank you, Jamie. Look forward to visiting your business.
Thank you so much.
All right. How about some of our newcomers? Anybody have a comment?
Yeah, hi, this is Betty. I just want to say thank you for just taking this time to provide us with wisdom. I know I am actually an arts and craft designer, and I am doing all I can to get as much wisdom as I can to be the best of the best. And I will probably be emailing you a lot just to get some questions answered. But I'm really excited about taking these classes, and I just want to say thank you for just the sacrifice, because not too many people will actually do this, So thank you, and I look forward to the other classes.
Well, you're very sweet, and my best gratification is helping you guys. When you're successful, I feel like it's been worth the effort. So God bless you and keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Let me hear from you. Twyla, have you got your mic working? I love your name. My wife has several friends named Twyla.
Thank you so much. Generally, people know at least one additional Twyla when we meet. I just wanted to thank you again. I did put a post in the chat just thanking you for your time, talent, the wisdom, and willingness to share and teach us. I'm really looking forward to the next 8 weeks, and I've taken a ton of notes, so I'm looking forward to getting ahead.
Well, I don't send you a ton of notes as well. What town are you in?
I'm in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Fantastic. All right. Well, when we spend warm weekends at White Lake, which isn't far from Lumberton. So keep up the good work. Let's stay in touch. Anyone else? Okay, here's the fact now. Thursday night, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to say that this is one of the best classes because of the participation. And participation is key to learning and really getting out of everything you're putting into this class. And I'm happy with most everyone who came in tonight. And I'm looking forward to this great session and webinar with Steve Carver. You're going to love it. So keep putting in the participation, everyone. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And yes, sharing in the chat board gives everyone the opportunity to see what's going on. And it's a good networking, a good way to learn how to tell what you're doing and to reach out and meet new folks. So thank you, Sonia. You're so right. So I will mention to you, Thursday night will be part 2. And I'll do this part 2. I'll do it Thursday night and then again Tuesday night. And you're welcome to join in all the sessions, any of. I'll give you credit for your attendance. So if you've enjoyed tonight and would like to move right straight into part 2 this week, you're welcome to do it, and then we'll pick up part 3 the following week. So God bless you all. As they said on the Waltons, good night, John Boy. Y'all take care. Sweet dreams.